The United States, of course, is now at a pivotal juncture in its political history. That raises critically important questions to many in the world, especially to you in China. Will the United States seek to reclaim its role as a leader of globalization? Will a Biden administration be willing to shift America's relationship with China from conflict back to engagement? How can a change in U.S. political leadership break the vicious cycle of ever-escalating tariffs and sanctions? Reversing the recent course of events is not like flicking a light switch. Reflecting decades of pressure on middle-class U.S. workers, the pushback against globalization started long before Donald Trump took office in January 2017. And I would be the first to concede that these forces are likely to endure long after the Trump presidency comes to an end. To be sure, a Biden administration can be expected to be more supportive of alliance-driven multilateralism, re-engaging in frameworks and institutions long dominated by U.S. global leadership, including the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, the World Trade Organization, the World Health Organization, and even the Trans-Pacific Partnership. But will that be enough to reestablish America's once unquestioned role of global leadership? To the extent that the anti-globalization backlash has coalesced around objections to trade liberalization and allegations of unfair trading practices, returning to a pre-Trump state of affairs is far more problematic. That is particularly the case when it comes to China, where public opinion polling underscores record levels of negative sentiment in most U.S. demographic cohorts, age, education, and political party. While there is reason to suspect that the framework of engagement might change between the two nations, moving away from Twitter-driven bluster and across-the-board tariffs to issue-specific negotiations in areas such as intellectual property, market access, cybersecurity, and technology transfer, conflict with a rising China is likely to pose an enduring challenge for a Biden administration. At the same time, there's likely to be little relief from the macroeconomic imbalances that are giving rise to large U.S. trade deficits. Indeed, there's a good chance that America's federal budget deficit will be markedly higher under a Biden presidency, further depressing domestic saving and leading to even deeper current account deficits. That will only put further pressure on the U.S.-China portion of the multilateral trade deficit, making political de-escalation of the China conflict all the more difficult as a result.